Hey everybody, today we're going to take a look at Mumm-Ra from the Thundercats. This is the main bad guy from the series, and this is one of the first figures released. He originally came out in 1985 as part of Series 1, and he was on an 8-back card. And he also came out again that year with a free battery. Then he was re-released in Series 2 in 1986. And then he was done again in Series 2, and this time he came with Marmot, but he was actually called Ravage. And then in Series 3 in 1987 we got another release on a 22-back card. And the final version of Mumm-Ra also came with a vehicle, which was the Lunar Lasher. And that version of Mumm-Ra doesn't have the Battlematic feature. So the last one, the Lunar Lasher Mumm-Ra, is by far the rarest to get hold of. Now this figure is very easy to get hold of, however getting him in good condition with all his bits is a little bit more difficult. Now he does have a removable headdress, and if you've ever scoured eBay you'll recognise that straight away. We've got the bald demon Mumm-Ra. This looks quite fearsome like that. And the headdress is just a one-piece solid plastic. You might notice on mine there's a little bit of paint there. It's been done when they originally did the black. So that just fits on his head. And he also comes with a couple of swords. We've got this little one. Now these were some of the earliest toys to use more than one colour on the weapons. And as such we can see some paint wear on that one. We'll put that in that hand. And he comes with this larger sword, more like a scimitar. Now this one, it's the handle where you see the wear on this one, particularly on the end, and quite often you might find that bit snapped off completely. We'll carefully put that in his other hand. It's already a bit worn, we're not going to do too much damage. So with him having two weapons, his Battlematic feature on the back actually moves both arms, but one goes backwards, so it does look a little bit odd. Get hold of him from that angle. But just something to note is these arms will click around and you can put them both together, but you're still going to get one going up, one going down. As for his articulation, just like most of these figures, you can turn his head, but it's going to knock that off, and his legs will move just at the waist there, and that's all we got. So this figure came out as a companion piece to Lion-O really, and he's probably one of the biggest Thundercats figures. Lion-O is actually quite tall too, but you can see there's still a huge difference. Just look at the bulk on the arms and on the chest. So for the rest of the Thundercats figures they were a lot smaller, especially the mutants. They were quite short compared to these two. Now the reason for the look on the mutants looking slightly different is they were actually made by a different sculptor. This one was sculpted by a guy called Bert Brooks, and Mumm-Ra does feature the power ring accessory that we saw with Lion-O, only this time it's got a little skull face on there. Everything else about it though is exactly the same, it's just a different sticker. And again we've got the little hole in the back that we can plug that in to give us the light up eyes. So the eyes on Mumm-Ra does work slightly differently. He doesn't have the cat's eyes obviously, he's just got plain red eyes. And you might be able to see them glowing there. So with him not having any sort of detail within the eyes themselves, it's just a red light. And also his head sculpt is a lot thicker. You can see a little gap in his head there where the light's coming through. But you get more of just the glowing eyes effect on Mumm-Ra than you do with Lion-O, where his whole head lights up. So if you remember Mumm-Ra in the cartoon, he spent most of his time as a little shriveled up demon with a red cloak on. And this was his powerful mode where he would do his ancient spirits of evil speech and turn into this Mumm-Ra. And in the cartoon this version did have wings as well. Now there was the mummy version released as well, but that didn't come out until the next series in '86, and was available either as a mail-away exclusive or as part of the Mumm-Ra's Tomb Fortress set. Now, a Milo exclusive, you might think that's going to be pretty rare, but it's not. It's readily available all over the place. It's not that great a figure. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at Mumm-Ra from the Thundercats. He's the main villain. So this has been Luke with Mumm-Ra. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.